Hey, you are listening to episode 2 of the Triple O podcast. Triple O stands for Our Opinions Only. I'm Brandon Brown, and I'm joined by two other co-hosts, Stephanie Cassiano and Mike Boykin. In episode 2, we'll be talking about the value of friendship, breakups, and marriage. Triple O podcast is not safe for kids, so if you got the kids in the car, go ahead and drop them off at daycare because they shouldn't be listening to this. And as always, guys, enjoy the show. All right, guys, you are listening to or watching the Triple O podcast. Triple O stands for Our Opinions Only. I am Brandon Brown, and I am joined by our co-hosts, Stephanie Cassiano and Mike Boykin. Guys, what is going on? Welcome back to episode number 2.
Hey.
Hello. Hi, guys. Welcome back.
What's going on, guys? I know it's been a while since we were able to get our second show up. I know we did the first one, and we're trying out some different platforms to see how we're going to get the show up and moving. But we're trying some different things. We're working, and our goal is to make sure that we have a quality product for you guys. And so we're going to continue to try our hand at this. You guys let us know what you like. I appreciate the feedback as always. If you guys hear something or things aren't looking good, or you want us on another platform that we might not be on just yet, let us know, and we'll definitely try to make it happen for you all. But I think we got a good show for you guys today. Mike and Steph, what's been going on? So we ain't been on in a while. What's up?
Life. So you guys know I didn't go to Costa. I actually went to Martinez's Zoom wedding.
Who is Martinez?
We was in the Navy together. She just got married Saturday. Was it Saturday?
Okay, yeah. So you went to a friend's Zoom wedding.
Yeah, I was supposed to go to a wedding. Don't judge. I'm not a bad friend. Did I tell you I sent her a video telling her, giving her a toast, telling her what she meant to me and how happy I am for her. And I sent her a video, a montage of all of us hanging out with the Bruno Mars song playing "Count on Me." And she said, she said she cried, so I'm off the hook for not going. If I make you cry, I'm off the hook.
Just so I got this right. So if a friend invites you to their wedding, you can't show up, but if you can send them something in the meantime before the wedding that makes them cry and appreciate your friendship in the interim, then that suffices or counts as you showing up.
You goddamn right it does.
Only for him. Only for him. That's awesome that they had a Zoom wedding.
Huh?
I didn't know you could have a Zoom wedding. I didn't know that there was anything called a Zoom wedding. I didn't know that was possible.
No, so she had one of her friends or whatever stream the wedding while it was going on, but it died out like 10 minutes into it. Like as soon as Christine walked down the aisle, the video went out. But I was there, and I was there in spirit. She appreciated it. I made her cry.
That's the most important part, though. Walking down the aisle. After that, doesn't matter after that.
Yeah, all the vows and exchange, and that ain't for you. That's for them. So.
Yeah, it's not for you.
You heard one vow, you heard them all. You take her to be your lawfully wedded wife, to having to hold I do now from out to
obey, more obey.
I'm pretty sure the reception was Cupid Shuffle, wobble, cake, some country music. That's one thing I like. They had actually cowboy hats. Andrew actually walked down in the cowboy hat. Thought that was unique and different.
That's cool, man.
Yeah.
You guys might not know this about me, but my very first job in high school, I was a wedding videographer. And so my very first job, I filmed weddings for a living, and I probably have gone to more weddings than I care for. I've seen great weddings, expensive weddings. I've seen cheap weddings. I've seen every kind of wedding in between. I think Steve Harvey talked about when he went to his niece's wedding, where they cut bologna sandwiches up into 32s and put them on toothpicks.
No.
I got a question. No. Now, this is before or after you was working at Burger King and you walked around Burger King with a camera?
This was before.
First.
Before.
Okay.
Yep. I literally I got started. My uncle put me on with this job, and I did not know what I was getting into. We would do the wedding. We would do the, you know, when the bride has the pre-event where the bride is getting ready at the house or wherever they have everybody's putting their makeup on and everybody's excited about, oh, we're getting dressed, we're today is the big day. And then we had to do the event at the bride's place, and then we had to go across town where the groom was, the groom's party, and then we had to meet for the wedding, then the reception. It'd be like an all day affair, like all day long. And
Yep.
it's just like you literally become numb. Everybody's like, I'm so happy, and I'm just sitting there like,
I want to go home. So I have a question about weddings. Do y'all think that guys should be involved in planning the wedding?
Nope.
Ooh, that's an interesting topic. They say that when you get married, it's supposed to be the happiest day of your life, both you and your spouse or significant other. But I would have to say that if it was going to be your happiest day too, then you should probably be involved in the planning process.
Yeah, I agree. You say no? Why Boykin? I don't know why I call you Mike. I don't call you that.
Mike,
why Boykin?
Why? Okay, hold on. Why? Eve Brandon, Martinez is Christine, Sparkle is Sierra. My name is Mike, but that's Boykin. You got people calling me Boykin.
That's your name. I don't know why it bothers you so much. That's your name. Like, I can't imagine people call me Cassiano. That's my name. Like, what are you talking about?
No, you just called him Brandon. You know, anyway. All right, call him. Fine.
So what are you about to say?
No, I mean, I guess, if you want to plan all this stuff, but honestly, the wedding is for your spouse. Like, I don't
which
really.
One?
Huh?
So which one? So it's not for you. It's only for your spouse.
It's for the girl or the guy.
I'm not gonna sit up here and be like, nah, babe, I want the caramel white for the decorations. I don't care about stuff like that. I don't like. It's whatever makes her happy.
You better be involved in the damn wedding. Like, I'd be mad as hell. Like, I'm married. I'm gonna do all by myself. Like,
well, no, I'll be there, and you say, "What do you think?" I'm just be like, "Yeah."
What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever you think I'm good with. Whatever you think I'm good with.
So my thought process is just like, yes, you want your significant other to be happy. You want them to enjoy the day, but I feel like if, let's say, something goes wrong, something doesn't go the way that she planned or you guys wanted it to go, you should at least be in on it. So if she's upset and something doesn't go right, you be like, she's upset, and you be like, I don't see what the problem is. Like, I thought it was all right. And
a wedding to me, like, a wedding is for other people. Like, if the wedding is the happiest day of your life, something is wrong with your relationship, in my opinion.
Talk more on that. I want to hear more about that.
Mm-hmm.
So you devoted to spend a lifetime with this person, and the highlight of your life is the wedding. Nobody sees anything wrong with that. Wedding is supposed to be special, but not the happiest day of your life.
I don't think it's so much the actual wedding itself that's supposed to be the happiest day of life. I think it's the fact that you're joining like a marriage with somebody that you love and that you want to marry your life with. Like, that is supposed to be the happiest day of your life. The point of it is what it actually means, not the actual like, not the venue, not the dress, not the people there. It's the day you join a marriage. That's the happiest day of your life. I don't even think wrong with that. I can understand like, as far as the event, I think you're thinking of it as the event being the happiest day of their life, but I think the actual what you're doing there, the point of going to a wedding is to see someone,
yes,
become husband and wife.
I agree to a certain extent, but why it has to be so extravagant? Like the only thing that should be extravagant about a wedding is the food. As far as like the colors, what we come out to, like Do even people even come out to that song? Dun, 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 dun. I've never been to a wedding and I heard that at a wedding. Is that just something?
I've been to all kind of weddings, high, low, in between, where you have the organ playing and everybody stand up for the bride coming down, the long dress with the train on the back of it. You got people carrying it in, throwing flowers, and then sometimes you have people come down to a song that they wrote on the way in. You like, what?
Let them do it.
Yeah.
Go with it. Go with it. Like, that's them.
I support, like, don't get me wrong, I support people's marriage, and I'm just not a big fan of making it out to be this extravagant day. And if my significant other wants that to happen, then it's like, all right, well, you want this. I don't care. I could get married at a courthouse and somebody just lay down the gavel and say, I now pronounce you husband and wife. But if that's what you want like this extravagant wedding, I will support it, but my support would be just saying, yeah.
So I'm thinking like
except for the food, I have a say on the food.
I'm thinking along the lines of Steph, like when she said, I don't think it's so much of the event that you're trying to make big, but you're trying to wrap a nice ceremony around the union itself.
That's what I was looking for.
That's what you're celebrating, because at the end of the day, this union, you can only get married once. You can renew your vows, but like when you tell the world that this is the person that I want to be with, this is the person that I want to love for the rest of my life, and I want the world to see, and I want you to celebrate in our day, it should be just that, a celebration. But like, again, some people's level or idea of celebration might be, hey, let's, like you said, go down to the courthouse. And some people, we're going to go over the top. We're going to spend every dollar that we have to get married. And like I said, some people, they're with it, some people aren't. But I do think that the groom should, or both partners should participate in the wedding festivities, because I just personally I wouldn't want to be like throughout the whole ceremony just telling people, I don't know, she planned it.
Whatever she wants. I think I understand as far as it being extravagant. It shouldn't. I get it. As far as, I'm not paying a house, for a wedding. Like, I'm not paying that amount of money. So I understand that point. Like, as far as spending a lot of money on it. But some people, that's what they grow up thinking. That's what they grow up wanting. So some people want it to be extravagant. Some people are good with going to the courthouse. It's all about what you want and what's important to you.
That's what I'm saying. I'm a dude, so I'm a dude. So that stuff doesn't really, like, I'm not gonna be like, oh my God, we got Leonard Skinner to play at our weddings.
You know what? I want the men, if you're listening to this, I want you guys to whenever we post this, put a message under this or wherever you find this, or write us and let us know, if you're married, did you participate in the planning? Or if you plan on getting married, if you ever thought about it, do you think that men should partake in wedding planning? Let us know what you think, and we'll talk about it more. We'll post the results that as we get them. But this is definitely a great question.
And ladies, that piss you off.
I even got a better question. Man, do you actually like planning a wedding? And how many of your ideas actually made it to the wedding?
Hey, all I gotta do is listen to the idea. I don't gotta take your advice. Just listen to it. I don't gotta take anything you give me. Just say, appreciate your advice. I'm gonna go a different direction, but I'll take that into consideration.
just say, fellas, if you plan on getting married, whatever she says, just say yes.
Let me ask, who is unauthorized, who is not allowed under any circumstances allowed to come to your wedding?
What you mean?
Like when you guys make the guest list, and when it comes down to friends or family. I was just about to get to that.
Y'all better get the hell out of my wedding.
So under no circumstances can an ex come to your wedding?
None. What over there thinking about making friends with all his damn exes?
We're not. I plead the fifth.
Nah, y'all better bounce. Ain't no one come to my wedding. I don't want to see none of them fools. Like, security, get this fool out of here. Mm-mm.
Mike gonna have a whole front row.
Yep, dedicated. X to sit here.
This is the X
Get
section.
on the groom side, please.
You said what? This section is called the Texas side. Why is that? Oh yes, because all of my exes
Live in Texas. Yeah.
No. I mean,
Oh, that's funny.
I don't see honestly, I don't see the point in inviting X to your wedding. Like, hey, I know things didn't work out with us, but you want to see a successful marriage? Just come down to my wedding. Like, no.
Come join the fun.
Yeah,
I'm not on board with that.
It could have. Yep.
This could have been us, but you wanted to do this. Yeah.
You see my wife? She looked way better than you. She got way more going on than you.
Oh.
No, you don't invite X to your wedding. But I also don't think you should invite someone that trying to find a way to say it.
You're muted.
I don't know where he
I don't
went.
know what he's doing, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm not about that. Ain't no ex coming to my wedding. I just don't see the point. What's the point of that? I left that in behind for a reason. So stay in the past and I stay. Why would I want to start a journey with my ex in the damn crowd? Like, nah.
You be like, you know what? I know that we didn't work out, but if you want some good food, come on down because we're gonna have some nice hot plates down here that
right. You can take a to-go plate, take a doggy plate.
Think about what could have been, on your way home. But thank you. But yeah, that's
funny.
That's definitely interesting. But some to each his own. But.
Right. I think some people do actually do that. Like they're okay with. I guess maybe sometimes their spouses stay friends with those people, maybe, or like they have a mutual friend. That person could be an ex. That person So I wonder, like in that sort of situation, like what do people actually do? So that would be interesting.
So can you be? I would love for Mike.
Sorry about that. That was work.
No worries. So I was going to ask the question: can you be friends with your ex? And I think that brings us into our next topic. I know we're definitely planning on talking about friendships today, but I think this is a great segue into that. Can you be friends with an ex?
You can, but I don't see why.
And why can you then? Why is your answer you can, but you don't see why?
Mike,
why isn't it just no?
Mike, you sound far away. I'm going to have you. No, I think because you took a call. Hang up and log back into the Zoom link.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah, so hang up and log back in. And we'll just edit all this out. You guys don't see any of this. You won't see none of this.
What's your Oh Lord.
No work calls during the podcast.
Don't you know? We're busy.
This guy.
Busy making billions.
Let's go.
I'm trying to make this window stay up. Is he back?
It's waiting for the sound to connect.
Okay.
All right, there you go. You sound better now. All right, so we are on. So like I said, the question was, like I said, we're rolling into, we were talking about weddings and the guest list, and now we're talking about exes. And can you legitimately be friends with an ex?
Yes, but no, I don't recommend it if you still have feelings for them.
So that's the contingency. So if you can be friends with your ex just as long as you don't have feelings for that person anymore.
Yes, I don't know what contingency means, but I'm assuming that it goes to the lines of what you were. I'm gonna use technical tools, but I don't see the reason why you would want to be friends with the ex unless you went on a few dates, maybe a few dates, and it was just like, I don't like you like that, but we can be cool. There's nothing wrong with that.
Probably an ex though.
But somebody, because let's just be honest, if you have years invested in somebody, and then you guys break up and you say, we can be friends, one or two things are going to happen. You guys are going to eventually get back together because you still spend as much time as you want together, or somebody's going to get hurt because they're going to end up dating. The only reason exes get back together are fuck. Hold that thought. I hope you edit this, by the way.
Yeah, we got to edit out your phone call. Yes, we.
But the only reason I see somebody saying we can be friends, our exes remaining friends, is because with the hopes of getting back together.
Or to have their cake and eat it too.
I would respectfully disagree. You said if you have years invested in someone, not everyone that you're an ex with you've been together years for. You might have been with someone you guys might have dated for like 3 months or something like that, and you're like, you know what, we might not work out as a couple, but I like the laughs. I think we're great company, but I don't see us together in the future. Is that what you like? Well,
if you won't laugh, watch a stand-up show, but I'm not there for that. Really, I don't know.
Or let's say if you were with someone and you guys go your own separate ways and there's no bad blood and ain't nobody upset, anybody busted out nobody's windows, flattened nobody's tires, left them at a restaurant in Mexico and they never heard from them again. None of that can happen.
But
no,
why?
That's
but why?
I'm just posing the question.
No. I'm asking you why. If you meet someone and they seem like they're okay, it's something about them you didn't like. So whatever it was that you didn't like caused you guys to break up.
Okay, so you broke up. Years later, you bump into this person again. I didn't like you for X, Y, and Z back in '99. Oh, I'm a different person now. I'm with this person. We're doing great. Hey, I apologize for being a douchebag that I was back then. I didn't know. I know now. I'm doing better. I apologize. Let me extend my hand out to you. Let's get lunch sometimes. How are you doing? Are you in a relationship with somebody else as well? It's good. Nice catching up with you. Maybe I'll see you around and you guys, become friends, something like that. Is that something a possibility?
You can do that.
I don't think so.
How's it going? Oh, you're in a relationship? You got a baby now? Congratulations. All right. I'll catch you on the flip. But as far as like, let's eat dinner, think about this.
Mm-hmm.
You're in a relationship, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. And let's just say your girl says, oh, this guy I dated or whatever, we decided to get lunch together. Are you going to be okay with that? Steph, I already know you're going to say you're not.
Hell no.
Get chewing.
You going what?
Hell no. Got me effed up.
You had lunch? Bet.
All right. I'm going to dinner.
Everybody know you like lunch. That's how you trying to get you.
I'm just.
I don't think so. I think clean break. I think clean break. I've had exes come back into a situation. They're always looking for something. I feel like it's a clean break. Everything happens for a reason. I have no reason to keep you around. There's no friendship there because we're not friends. Like I think about friends as people that I can confide in, people I can talk to, people I can trust. I'm not friends with them fools, so I don't need to keep them around. I don't consider them friends. Consider them people that they are part of my past. Keep it walking.
Exactly.
That makes sense. Okay, so I think that brings me to another area where we talk about friends, and I personally believe that people throw the term friend around way too much than they should. I think they just apply the friend title to anyone they meet. And I know for me, when it comes to friendship, that word is something that I hold. It's valuable to me because I just don't give that title out to anybody, because I believe it or not, it was Mike that really sat me down and grounded me. It was just like, you call me a friend, or you call people your friends, but you are so hard in depth that you always want to do stuff for yourself, and you don't let nobody else help you. And that was really a humbling moment for me in our friendship, because I was like, you know what, I don't reach out to people as much as I should, and not just like in a how are you doing, or we ain't talked on the phone in a long time, but hey, I need help because I have X, Y, and Z going on, and it would make my life better if you could help me out in these areas. And he and I had to talk about that, but I don't think that, listen, when you talk about the true definition of friendship, that you can really do that with a lot of people, especially like the way people throw out the word friendship, because there's some people who I don't personally believe has even earned your friendship, but that you just give the title friend to. And when something happens, when you're down and out and you can't make that call and say, hey, I'm having a hard time, can you meet me in the middle here, or can you help me in these areas? And they're like, I don't know you like that, or it's just like, we don't really have a background together. What do you guys' thoughts on that? Right.
I mean, I think friendship is thrown around a lot. I think sometimes you meet people and they're like, you click with them, oh, that's my friend, right? But I have a handful of people I consider friends. I can call, I can reach out to. I feel like I think about social media, right, as far as friendships. Facebook, Instagram, all these damn things. I don't get on there often, right? I don't post often. So I feel like if you know my life not on Facebook, if you know what's going on with me not on social media, then you're my friend, right? Then you know me behind social media or behind that. I feel like there's very few people that I can confide in. I feel like if I can talk to you on the phone and I can tell whether you're upset or something's wrong with you or what's going on, then we're friends. Like, I feel like I know you well enough to say that you're a friend to me. But only a handful. I feel like you can't really have too many friends these days because no one's honest, no one's true, no one's there for you. Usually just there to get something out of the situation, right? So that's my take on that.
All right, Mike.
I honestly feel like friendship is overrated to a certain extent. And when I say friendship is overrated, I mean, you don't have to do so much for somebody to consider you a friend. Like, hey, I met this person at Buffalo Wild Wings. We're like friends now. But you haven't been through anything. You haven't, like, I feel like a friendship goes in the same lines as a relationship. You have to actually go through some shit and see how they are in order to consider them a friend. Like, if I want something or if I need something, I should be able to come to you for advice or, some type of guidance without no hesitation.
Right.
If I have to sit up here and be like, oh man, I really got this problem, I should call this person and, get some advice from them and be completely vulnerable with them with stuff like that. Because let's be honest, there are things that you could be vulnerable with your friend that you can't be vulnerable with your significant other. And if I can't come to you with those things, I don't consider you a friend. I have associates, I have good associates, but like I said, in order to earn that friend title, you have to show me something different. And I'm not in the business of making friends anymore. Like, I feel like I'm not gonna say I'm too old to make friends, but to just go out there and just, try to find somebody who's on my same wavelength, I feel like I'm not gonna do it. If I meet a friend in the process, cool, but I'm not out here searching for friends. I have my circle of friends, and if I don't make another friend in my life, I'm cool with that.
I think that's fair.
Heads up, just because I haven't said it to you in a while.
Not friends. I knew that was coming. Whatever. I don't need you as a friend anyways.
Oh my God.
I think, but talking about friendships, I think it's important also. So I was away for like 3.5 years at out of work, and I met, two people I was working with then, and I didn't think I could ever be friends with more females because everyone knows I'm a little catty, so like I don't get along with females. But for them, they brought a different perspective into my life. Like they brought a different. I was really down and out, being that far away from home, and they brought a different like light, I say, into my life. Like someone who has been able to put me in my place, but respectfully, to better myself, right? So I feel like that's important as well, what you're getting out of it. And it doesn't got to be something. It doesn't got to be something that's materialistic, but it's just overall. It made me think twice about who I am and my growth, right? So I feel like that was important. Then, and now we're still friends, and never then. I used to work with them back when we were here in the corporate office, and I didn't know who they were. So us going over there and actually becoming the closest friends that we are today is interesting to see how friendship works, and how it does, grow into what it is.
Absolutely. Go ahead.
I like to add to that. And one thing somebody told me one time: what good is a friend if you can't use them for anything? And when I say use, I don't want people to get confused with using them as in, taking advantage of. But in every friendship, relationship, or business, you have to benefit in some way from it. And it's like, okay, I'm friends with you because I know if, I have problems or anything like that, I can come to you for advice. If I have problems with relationships or anything like that, I know Steph is going to keep it 100 with me. She's not going to sit up here and try to pander to me and say, you don't deserve her. She'll just say, you're stupid. And you need people like that. People who's completely honest with you and doesn't sugarcoat things.
Man, you literally, I literally just wrote that note down. You hit the nail on the head.
What's that?
That you need friends that can call you out on your BS. Like if you're being a douchebag, if you're being an asshole about something, like if you're being stubborn or bullheaded, or like you're really just messing up something, you need friends they'll be able to call you out and say, no, you're the problem, and not BS you, because some people will gaslight you or just pump your head up. It ain't never you ain't the problem. Or you have some people that you have in your life that they don't want to challenge you. And I've had that many times where like people who I felt like was my friend, but they never wanted to challenge me because they felt like I was either going to say something to them, or they felt like it was out of place to challenge me. Like, no, if you're my friend and I'm doing something wrong, let me know, because I'd rather you get me in line than someone else, get me in line. I get myself caught up somewhere. If I'm out there, let me know. But you don't BS me and tell me that I ain't doing nothing wrong when I'm at fault. Let me know.
Right. Yeah, having those difficult conversations is important. I mean, we all have things going on in life, and to be able to have a conversation like that with somebody and them listen to you, or them, like you said, put you in your place is important. Especially now, I mean, these days, social media is everyone's friend. These days you have, real true friendships that you've known for years. So important.
That brings me to a question I have.
Yep.
The friendship between a man and woman. Do you think men and women can actually be friends and not have an ulterior motive?
I do. I mean, I think prime example. He thinks ulterior motive like gets me out of it, like relationship, right? Yeah. Like interest.
Right.
Yeah, I think it's possible. Obviously, me and y'all, we have been friends for years, and I think y'all are probably the only guy friends that I have in my life that have never crossed that line. But I think also it's a mutual respect, right? We've known each other for a really long time, and we've never thought of each other like that ever, and we're pretty close. And I mean, I think y'all are the only two friends that I've had that are like that. But I think that I can understand that question, understand why some people could say, that's not possible. But I think I've said this before, that when I'm in a relationship, I kind of like push those types of relationships not to the side, but not as often as I usually do, just because out of respect for the person that I'm with. But yeah, not for anything other than that. That's my take on it.
That's fucked up.
You know what? I won't say it's messed up, because at the end of the day, some people have that mindset where they feel like men and women can't be friends, and it's just like, to me, I think if you get upset or offended by this, it is what it is. I feel like it's juvenile to say that men and women can't be friends. Like, because if you as an adult aren't capable of managing your relationships or your affairs, or being able to understand what your wants and needs are. Like I said, if you are going to pursue somebody, then pursue them. But if a person's going to be your friend, let that person be your friend. And I think, I'm not trying to get off on a tangent here, but I think that's where a lot of people in relationships get caught up or in trouble, because they don't feel comfortable expressing their needs, their feelings, or their wants with their significant others or their partners. So they rather go out here and tell a stranger, a person who they feel like doesn't have any skin in the game, everything, all their deep, dark secrets. And then, it all gets out, and I'm sorry, I didn't mean for this to happen. I didn't want to hurt you. But what it boils down to was just like, they had a want, they had a need. They were either embarrassed and didn't want to share with their partner. They didn't feel comfortable sharing it, whatever the case may be. And now we have this light here where it's like, oh, men and women can't be friends, because when you're in the same company, you're going to do X, Y, and Z, or you can't handle yourself as an adult. And I think that's absolutely bogus. I think it's a cop-out for what the real problem actually is.
Look, I ain't here to pander to nobody insecurities. So if I'm in a relationship, they have to understand I have female friends. They are just that. And if you're concerned about me being friends with a female, then I don't want to be with you anyway, because that friend, if I consider you a friend and you're a female, you've been in my life, and you are somewhat important to me. And if you coming into this relationship and you just say, okay, well, then I don't want you talking to her no more. Well, then I don't want to talk to you anymore, because this person was around before you, and they probably be around after you. And I'm not going to lose a friend just to accompany you. You're going to have to understand the fact that this person is a friend. I will bring you around her. You can see how we act around each other, and you can come up with your own conclusions with that. But I'm not going to lose a friend over a relationship that I don't even know what it's going to be. Because if it's going to build to something, you can't sit up here and expect me not to have female friends.
I feel like
one thing that I think,
Cassiano, all right, fine. You want me to stop talking to her? Fine.
I'll talk to you in 2 weeks when she's done dealing with your ass. So I think one thing I think about the whole friendship thing, I think it's also important for the person who is the friend to also respect that relationship, right? I feel like it's important for that person to also know their boundaries as well. So I've had friends that I talk to all the dang time, right? But if they're in a relationship or they're married, I pretty much don't talk to them after a certain time, right? I don't talk to them. It's always, how are you in the missus, right? Because I don't ever want it to be to the point where you're questioning my motives, right? So I just think it's important for people as well to respect those boundaries, and friends to be open to that. I mean, because we're all grown, right? And I understand, if I was, like I always say, put yourself in a situation that you want to be put in, right? So, if I was in a situation like that, I would expect the person I was with to have that same boundary with their friendship. So that's important for the friend also to know that as well, not just the relationship.
I agree wholeheartedly. I don't think that it's appropriate for you to get with someone, and then once you got with someone, the person that you're with, just to assume the role to tell you who to cut off in your life, especially if they haven't met that person or had any type of allowed themselves to have a type of a relationship with them, to meet them, to get to know them. But like, if you're just offended that you have a person in your life of the opposite sex, I tell people all the time, if you are going to be upset that your partner, your person has a person in their life that's of the opposite sex, then you should probably date a gay man or a lesbian or something like that, where a person, even those people have friends and people in their lives that are the opposite sex. So if you want somebody if you want a man in your life that only has men friends, then I don't know.
Go to the Navy.
Wait a minute, you're gonna do that to our organization?
But I will say this. You do have guys who literally do that friendship thing. This is what I want you to do, Steph. So, do you have any guy friends outside of me and Brandon?
Yeah, I have guy friends outside of y'all.
Okay. Now, I want you to, like, if you get in a relationship and you tell them, you come to them crying and say you just broke up, see their reaction.
I don't do that. Like, that's the thing about it. I think that as a grown woman, I'm not going to go to my guy friend and be like, oh my God. That's the last thing I'm going to do. I'm going to deal with my shit myself. And I feel like someone who does that, who goes crying to her guy friends, I feel like you're looking for something. You're going to that person for a reason. I feel like, I don't think all guys have an ulterior motive. Not all my friends, like all my guy friends, but I also feel like girls who do that, you're looking for something. Like, why? I don't know. I don't know.
But like I said, you're kind of weird and different in a sense. Like, a lot of females, they look for compliments and stuff. Like, they have guy friends, give them compliments like, oh my God, you're beautiful. Like, you think I'm ugly? I'm ugly. And then they fishing for that. No, you're not. You're beautiful. Like,
that's not your friend, though. I don't even know.
I think like that situation that Mike just painted is one that I don't want to put this. I'll say women oftentimes worry about that men get themselves involved in, because it's just like, oh, if you lose me, you got somebody else that you're gonna call up, after you get off the phone with me, because this is your backup. This is the
insecurity.
The person. Yeah. So I think it can go both ways.
Yes, but
right.
I honestly don't think, I may be wrong, but I'm pretty sure no guy doesn't go, I broke up with my girl, it must be because I'm ugly. And the girl's like, oh no, you're beautiful.
Get out of here with that shit. It goes both. Yeah. Oh my God. Like, that shit goes both ways. Like, there's plenty of fucking dudes who do that and girls who do that. Get out of here with that. It's not just
playing the people emotions, or playing the people's their
right. That goes like, both ways.
Oh my God, you just broke up with your girlfriend. You know what? I was just cooking dinner and I was eating alone. Just come on over here. Let me make you a plate. Like, you don't have anywhere else to go. You can stay here tonight. What you don't want to sleep alone? Oh, you don't have money?
I'll give you a free lap dance.
Look at Mike's story of my life.
Like, yep. I wouldn't find a friend like that. Yeah.
Why y'all talking about my life?
I hate y'all. But no, I've only had that happen to me once, where I broke up with somebody, or I wasn't even broke up with her, but my dumb ass bent it to someone, and this girl literally messaged the girl I was dating and told her all this shit, and which eventually caused us to break up. And from that point on, I realized that you got to be very careful with the people that say they're your friends, and if they have some type of ulterior motive when they talk to you.
So you guys had a mutual friend. You broke up, and
no, we didn't have a mutual.
She was just a person.
She was your friend, and then she called your girlfriend or ex-girlfriend to let her know.
She messaged her on Instagram and told her, like, what I told her, because I was venting to her.
Oh, messy.
And then, like, not to go into details, but I messaged her. I told her what happened, and then about 10 minutes later, she was like, I just messaged that bitch. Like,
you know what?
Was that girl your friend, or was she like someone who was interested in you? The girl who messaged your girlfriend.
Was it an angry message, like he told me what you did, or was it let me tell you what he said?
Was it a friend message, or was it a girl expectation? What was it?
It was a girl. If you don't get your shit together, I'm gonna take you from your dude.
Oh wow!
You know what that is? Your fucking problem. That's what that is. You are the damn problem. That's what that is. It ain't about no friends, girls be on the sideline. That's a you problem. That's what that is. You.
Who is you?
Oh, that's funny.
You talking about the girl or me?
You fool. You. Michael Boykin.
That is a shame. So Wait a minute.
Right?
Huh?
You talking all this about friends be on the sideline and and you have this whole fucking relationship play out right now, and that's exactly what you did.
Bruh.
You're on the sideline waiting.
Bruh.
I'm doing this so people out there in the world don't have to do the same shit that I went through.
Lord!
I didn't know they were still doing it. Women still messaging other women that I'm gonna take your man. That's still a thing.
Little girls do that.
Hey, somebody brought something up. Y'all see that movie Baby Boy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, you remember Pandora?
You want some breakfast?
No, remember the girl that Okay, I'm trying to remember exactly. Pandora, that's the one that he went over her house and she was saying that she wanted some dick and she called him over and he knew she knew he had a girl and all this other shit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you know what part I'm talking about? Steph, you got me or you lost?
No, I'm lost, but go ahead. Keep going.
So basically, this girl knew he had a girlfriend, and she still pursued him. And he went to her house knowing this, but eventually he didn't do it. Now, this may sound, I'm not justifying this at all.
Yes, you are. Go ahead.
Do you think sometimes when women are in relationships, they drive men to cheat unintentionally?
Fuck no. You're the one cheating.
What is unintentional?
Oh, God. Did you really just say unintentional? Oh, hell no. You are the guy. You're the one responsible for your own self. Why is the girl...
Are you
fucking kidding me?
I'm gonna have to write that one down. I'm gonna write that one down. Are you a victim of unintentional cheating? If so,
right,
you may be entitled to compensation.
1-800 P Boykin. Like, what the fuck? Get the hell out of here.
Are you a loyal black man who's having being loyal to your woman?
If your name is Boykin, you are not.
Oh my God. Anyways, that's funny.
Man, that was not you were serious for that question too, right? You were real serious. Look how serious you are.
No, I'm just.
But what do you mean by intention?
Yeah,
what do you mean by drive?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, what do you mean drive?
Huh?
You said unintentional. He went over there and got caught up in some unintentional cheating.
What does that mean?
Explain that.
So he went over there to sell some dresses. Now, temptation, obviously, she's a beautiful woman. And he knows that it's a possibility he could. And at the time, his girlfriend was always complaining about shit, saying, she should leave him and all this other stuff. A dude doesn't want to hear that shit. Like, if we're together, if I'm with you, I'm with you. It gets annoying after a while hearing, all the things that you don't. What's that? What are you doing? What's this?
Keep going. Go ahead. Keep going.
It's annoying, to hear from a woman that, I'm not this or I'm not that. So you entertain the idea. But it's like, sometimes our penis gets the best of our mind and we cheat. But it wouldn't have happened if you weren't always, nagging and then complaining. I'm not justifying cheating, but you gotta look at both sides of the coin.
First of all, why are you in a relationship with somebody who doesn't make you happy, who gets on your nerves, who's annoying? Why are you in a relationship with someone like that? If you don't want to be in a relationship, walk away. Why do you gotta be in a relationship and why you gotta cheat? What makes it in your head think this girl did this to me, so now I have the permission to go ahead and cheat because she gets on my nerves and she's annoying? Why does that seem like an okay thing to do?
No. So it's not about the man. I'm not talking about the man. I'm talking about the woman.
But the guy's the one cheating. How is it the woman? The guy's the one putting his shit inside a female. Why is it the woman?
He's the victim right now.
Oh, hell no. I know you're lying. I'm about to get to this damn fucking computer and smack you.
Carmen even came over here.
Oh my God.
She's trying to protect you. She knows. She's trying to protect you.
So
But no,
Again,
Are you serious with that though? You're serious with that? You're serious
you're a
with that?
victim.
no, not the victim part, not the victim part.
But you're serious about her leading you to cheat.
No, I'm saying so. Sometimes things happen, and it's like if you cheat on someone, you fucked up regardless.
Right?
But then sometimes it's just one of those things where I'm not justifying it, but sometimes you just gotta check yourself and just be like, maybe like if you got cheated on, you want to know why.
So I'm gonna ask you a question. If you were the girl, switch the script, right? If you're the guy getting on my damn nerves, and she goes and does her thing, and it's your fault, right?
Somebody
I'm not
sleeping
saying,
in my bed.
I'm not saying it's anybody's fault. I'm saying that
you said she drove him to cheat.
But sometimes you can like. I'm not saying it's right, but you gotta look at it from the other person's perspective. Like,
no, there's no other perspective.
There's another perspective because
there's not.
The reason why
why you cheated because you're a fucking cheater. That's why you cheated.
Sleeping in my bed, messing with my head.
What?
So you cheat one time, you automatically a cheater for life?
Oh my God.
Yes. You cheat one time. No. Fuck no. Whole fucking cheater.
Wow.
No, I'm just kidding. You cannot be a cheater. But I feel like cheating is a choice.
Absolutely.
Being in a relationship is a choice. So if you don't want to be in that relationship, choose to walk away. Don't choose to cheat because she gets on your damn nerves. Walk away from the relationship if that's not what you want to do. You put yourself in a situation, right? You put yourself in that situation to go to that place to sell dresses, where the fuck you thought you were going to do, and you decided to go do that. So you put yourself in a situation, that was your choice. So, therefore, you're at fault.
But my thing is, you don't get into those situations without having an out. There's always an out. Whether you choose to take that out or not is on you.
But this is like a wise person once told me, cheating. Relationships are like math. Once it starts getting complicated, I start cheating. And I know it's...
Oh, Lord. Someone help this man.
But
I cannot. Take him somewhere. Please, Lord Jesus.
I'm not... Okay, all bullshit aside, I'm not justifying cheating at all. People cheat.
Go ahead.
No. People cheat and they have their reasons for doing so. It is something in that relationship that's not working out. And I'm not saying stay with that person or anything like that, but it may be something or a pattern that you may be doing that you may not know. So I would want to know what drove that person to cheat. So that way, when I go into my next relationship, I can know something that I can work on, because people are not honest nowadays. We just had this conversation. People will cheat, and it's like they don't give you a reason why they did it or anything like that. When people cheat, what do they say? It's not nothing you did, it's me. They try to put the blame on you, but it's a reason why. And I want to know that reason.
No, they just said it's not nothing you did, it's me. So they couldn't have put the blame on you. They said it's me.
But it is something you did that made them do that.
Not necessarily. No. If
go ahead, Brown. I want to hear you. Go, Brown.
If you're going to do something.
Okay, hold up. Let me say this. Let's say not cheating. Let's just say not cheating. But somebody tells you that let's say you have an honest person who's real with you and just says, I don't want to be with you anymore.
Okay.
And you thought things were going well, you would want to know why things didn't work out. And then they tell you.
Tell you what? I cheated or I desire to sleep with someone else?
No. We're not talking about cheating right now.
Okay. You're just saying ending the relationship. You're just saying the person walked away and you wanted the answer and they gave you the answer, right?
Yes. That is ideal. But what happens nowadays, dating is so easy. Like you got Tinder, Bumble, Facebook has a dating app now. Plenty of Fish, OkCupid, eHarmony, Christian Mingle. You have all these dating sites where
farmers only.
Somebody's not stimulating you, huh?
So that farmers only. Don't forget about farmers only.
Farmers only. You know, country boy red. If you're on farmers only, I'll let you work. But
Lord.
You have so many outlets to date. So the minute somebody stops stimulating you, you can just go on one of these apps and cheat or do whatever, and that's what people do.
Yes.
But either way, the problem. Don't shake your head, because either way, the problem still is the same. People are not honest nowadays with why they want to break up, because it's just like back before we had all these dating apps and stuff like that. Is like it's not as easy to date. So it's like, let me talk to this person and find out what's going on, or how can we make things better.
Bruh, you don't think they was cheating in your grandma day?
Right.
Of course,
right.
Of course. But the point,
communication has always been a problem in relationships. Communication has always been a problem. It's not like this just recently because they have dating apps. Now people don't talk. No, they've never talked. If you're a cheater and you don't want to talk about it, you're going to talk about it. Whether it's now or it was 2000 or 1986 or whatever year it was.
Okay, like Shaq hit the line, you're missing the point. I'm saying...
What's the point?
The point is, it's not necessarily about cheating, but people cheat for a reason. And sometimes it's more complex than just, I was bored or I was horny.
But let me.
But I don't care. I don't care why you cheated. I don't care. I'm not gonna sit there and be like, "Hey, you cheated on me. Why?" I don't give a.
I need some closure. Please tell me why, so I know what's wrong with me, so I can fix it. So the next guy I date doesn't come along and cheat on me. Please let me know what I did wrong, so I don't get dessert, so I don't get cheated on next week or next time.
No.
What?
People are fucked up. Can we agree with that?
Yes, people in general. Everybody has stuff going on.
Yes. So what happens nowadays, instead of people saying, I can't do this or anything like that, or afraid to hurt someone's feelings, they step outside and they continue this relationship. All I'm saying right now is, if somebody cheated on you, it was something you did that didn't stimulate them. Like, they're a piece of shit, yes. But if they tell you something about yourself that you didn't know about yourself, would you take their advice, or would you say, well, fuck you? So let's just say, hypothetically, somebody said that they stepped out of the relationship because you stink, you have an odor, you need a douche, or whatever the case may be. Somebody tells you that, you're going to, regardless of the situation, you're going to take that into play when you go to your next relationship, right?
No. Why do I care what he said? He cheated on me. Why do I care? Why him telling me, I cheated on you because of this. You need to fix this. Get out of here. I don't care why you cheated on me. I don't care what.
It's a cop-out, because you had an option to have the conversation about that beforehand, and cheating didn't make the situation any better, though.
We're not focused on the cheating. We're focused on the person cheated.
But you're saying that's the reason why, right? You're saying that the reason why they cheated is because something happened within the relationship that they walked away from, right? And you want to know why they cheated, right? Why did that happen? Because that could be helpful for the person they cheated on. But my thing is, why would you care what that person thinks of you if they cheated on you? Why does it matter? It's not like they're being honest. They're not being honest about why they cheated on you. They're not going to tell you, you know why I cheated on you? It's because this, and this. Let me write that down, so next time I don't do that. They're not going to be I don't understand why that would.
Well, I feel like that's the problem with relationships now. If I was to go on a date, and the girl tells me completely, I don't, let's just leave the cheating out of it. But it's just somebody says, you talk too much. Because sometimes, the guy you was telling me about, and it was kind of awkward at first or whatever, right?
Go ahead.
And you know what I'm talking about?
I'm following.
No, but I'm just go ahead. I just need you to keep on talking. Go ahead.
And you said that it just got quiet, and then he just starts saying stupid shit, and it kind of turns you off.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like at the end of the day, things didn't work out with you guys, but you letting him know, hey, this is something you're doing, because you say he was being an asshole. He probably didn't know he was being an asshole. Maybe he was doing it because he was just trying to, impress you. And you say, you fucked up all your chances with me. But in your next relationship, don't try so hard to be, this, try to make you look like you're a smart ass or some shit like that. Because most women don't find that attractive. And then if you would have said that, it's like, oh shit, maybe next time I go on my next date, I won't do that.
Whose responsibility is it to give closure for a relationship?
It's not closure. It's literally just helping someone, along the way. And why?
That's not helpful though. That's not helpful though, because at the end of the day, to each his own. Like if some girls women might like a guy that's an asshole, that's rough and rugged. Some women might want to talk to a guy that's tender-hearted. Like let me buy you a fish sandwich or something, that just like, oh, he's a pushover, and that's the guy that she wants.
But see, the thing is,
but for me to leave,
people like,
let me finish this. But for me to leave and then offer a critique after I decide to leave, I think that's complete BS. Like,
that's up, right? Yeah, like, that's right. Who are you to tell me?
A relationship expert at this point? Right? Like, I'm leaving because you have this deficiency. Right. So I'm going to write this down, and these are some helpful notes for you to take. So it's not going to be with me, but for someone else, you can use these tips.
Helpful.
Yeah. Yes. Like, yes.
No, you're tripping. You're tripping. Yes. If anyone would have ever came to me and told me why they cheated, I would have got violent. I don't give a shit what the hell you have a list for. Like, nah. That's so disrespectful. Like, that's so disrespectful. Like,
I will put a list up on Facebook. Hey, I hope everything's going well. I just felt the need to put up a list of the reasons why I cheated on you.
You know what? That's what I want you to do on our Facebook page, on a Triple O Facebook page. I want you to put a list of valid reasons that someone can break up with you, but make sure that the list is also helpful. So when you move on to your next relationship, these can be learning points. So for all our listeners that are out there,
that's your homework.
If someone has broken up with you, Mike is going to get you some tips just to make sure that when you move on to your next relationship, you can be more improved. So if anything happens, you'll be more successful.
Okay, so let me ask you a question.
You want the invitation to your wedding?
I hate you. So let me ask you a question, Brandon. You ever cheated?
I have.
You have? Why did you cheat?
It was honestly, it was on me. It wasn't the person that...
No. Don't give me that. Like, why? Don't say it's on me.
Temptation. I put myself in a position to do things that I shouldn't have done, and it was on me.
See, okay, all right, cool.
But why? I don't understand why you're trying to take the blame or the reasoning away from the person actually doing the act and putting it on the person they did it to. Like, why does it have to be the person? Why? Because you're saying there's a reason for that, right? You're saying there's something that this person that got cheated on did something to make that person, go and do whatever they did. So whatever that person did, they can learn from next time. So why is it that person that they're with?
I see what Mike is getting at. Like, times may have been hard during that time where the cheating actually took place. Things might have been difficult, and you might say, you know what? Because I don't want to deal with this, I'm stressed out, let me go step out. It might have happened during that time period, but because things were stressful, that doesn't justify the cheating.
I'm not saying it justifies the cheating. I'm saying you do have people who cheat because of things that go on in the relationship.
Absolutely. Yes. Let
me finish.
Mm-hmm.
So when those things happen, it's like, what was it? Because you have people who've been together for years and married and and they step out the relationship. So if you're married, let me finish.
And still stay together.
Let me finish.
Go ahead.
If you're married,
work it out.
And it's like, let's be honest, this is why I'm not gonna say I'm against marriage, but this is why I feel like you really have to know somebody before you get married is because the minute somebody cheats, the first thing you want to do is bail out on a relationship. And it's like when you say those vows and you're doing it on a covenant of God or whatever your religious beliefs are, like that's the reason you're supposed to get married. People get married now for a show or the last name. Like, I don't see no other reason to get married unless you're doing like, okay, let me ask that question. Let's leave the religious aspect out of it. Mm-hmm. What is the reason to get married? A legit reason.
If you want the rest of your life with one person, the rest of your life. You want to be with one person the rest of your life, and you want for that person to.
They have something they call the like Quaker style weddings, where you literally, you can get a marriage certificate and not have any religious ceremony involved, and you just sign a marriage license and you guys are married. No God, nothing involved.
What's the purpose?
There are many purposes and benefits of getting married.
No. Tell me.
If a person, like Steph just said, if somebody wants to be with someone for the rest of their life, that's their person. Like let's say, for example, if it's you are, and it's an emergent situation where they need to know who your next of kin is. If let's say if you're not married and something happens, your next of kin, if you don't have a child or a relative that you're next of kin, that
you have put them in your beneficiary or whatever that shit called.
I know what you're saying, yeah, but it's still paperwork that you have to do that says that this person is going to be your person. And at the same time, if that person is going to be your person, why not be with them? If that's the person that you're going to name.
Why do you need a sheet of paper to say, hey?
But that's a sheet of paper to you, not to the people getting married. That's your own perspective on that sheet of paper. To you, it's just a marriage license, right? To them, it may be something else. It may be their religion. It may be their own. Like that's their own.
It represents a commitment between the two of them.
But you need that's what I'm saying. Like a commitment is your commitment to somebody is a sheet of paper, a ring.
Well, obviously it ain't working if you gonna still cheat and do what you gonna do at the end of the day.
Exactly.
But that's my thing, though. That's to you. Like, you should not get married because you think a marriage is just a sheet of paper. You think a wedding is just things. But people see those things differently, though. They don't all see it just like that.
When you was in school,
you're not getting my point. You're not.
I know what your point is. When you were in school,
you don't know my point, because my point is when you say this like people use the word love very loosely. Very loosely.
You generalize a lot, just saying.
The minute bad things happen, people are quick to bail on a relationship.
Are they bailing on their relationship or are they bailing on their commitment?
Yes, you bail on your commitment. If you regardless of where you get married, sickness and health, for richer or poor, for hell or high water, for cocaine and waffles, whatever you get married for, it's literally like you saying, you're my person. I don't see myself being with nobody else but you. But then the minute bad shit happens, oh no, you did this, so I'm going to divorce you. And now
they
what?
say,
it's like
to death do us part, or to one of us finds fault.
Yeah, your vows don't mean shit.
Well, it all depends.
You have to get to know someone, because
but I'll tell you, in my line of work, there are a lot of people who use that to manipulate a person and to really be abusive towards people. So you have to really ask yourself. Absolutely, because you'll tell a person, like you said, if a person's not pleasing you, I'm going to step out and cheat. I'm going to do X, Y, and Z. And then when that person who's been hurt, the person who stepped out and cheated on them then wants to manipulate them by telling them, number one, how they should feel about being cheated on. And two, they want to dangle the vows over their head at that point. But we said we were going to work it out. We were going to do X, Y, and Z. I said, I apologize. You should be over it by now. Like that is a toxic place to be in.
It's not. It's not. Like, if you made a commitment to something, it's like, and you're committed to, like, don't get me wrong, it takes two people to make a relationship work. And
if only one is actually trying to make it work.
If you get with this person
Yes.
And you say, this is the person I'm going to be with. Because I don't think nobody goes into a marriage, whatever it is, saying, I know one day you're going to cheat them. You think the best of the person. Right. So when they're at their worst moments, and this is what I feel like people should do. And you should have that in the back of your mind when you go into a relationship. Think of the worst thing that someone can do. And can you love this person if they do that one thing? Because people evolve with time. And you can't, like the person that your husband or wife was when you first got married is not going to be that same person 5 or 10 years down the road.
Absolutely. So let me ask you this. If you're with the person and the person tells you, I will be with you through thick and thin, just as long as you don't do this to me, I can manage everything else. But I cannot stand next to you if you do this, if you do X. I will stand by you through thick and thin, in good health, and when you got shit in your diapers, I'll take care of all of that. Just don't hurt me by bringing another person to the relationship, because that would hurt me to the core. I can't deal with that. But yet you still carry your ass out there and do the one thing that the person asks you not to do, not to hurt them. You still do that to them, and then turn around and tell them that they're wrong for wanting to leave, when you guys agreed that that was what you were going to stick by. That's bullshit.
If you make those things clear when you first get together, that's one thing.
Are you effing kidding me right now? You gotta be kidding me. So you're telling me you get in a relationship and you have to make it clear not to cheat on me? Hey, I want to make it clear. Don't cheat on me, please. Don't kiss anybody else. Don't talk to anybody else. Don't.
I'm still evolving. I'm still evolving. I'm not the man you need me to be yet.
But I'm working there. But you shouldn't have put yourself in that position You shouldn't put yourself in that position in the first place.
Hold on. Where shouldn't you put yourself?
In the position to marry someone. And
you should never get married. You stay away from marriage. Please. You stay in the little corner over there. Do not get married, because I'm going to tell your wife. I'm going to tell her, come watch this damn video and see what he thinks about marriage. Don't do it. You need Brown, he needs a session. He needs a session. Take him.
But that's an easy way to get out of it.
He needs a session.
You don't believe a video of a clone that looks like me over me in your face?
Look,
and ladies, it says Michael Boyk on the bottom of the screen.
If you on Christian Mingle and you see Deacon wants a freak in 2000, just log off. That it's Michael Boyk, and you don't. You
gonna believe a fake profile? You gonna really
listen? Look, we're down to our last five. We're down to our last five.
You gonna believe your man?
You a fool.
Lord,
we're down to our last five. But I definitely want to thank you guys for listening and being with us today. This was a great show. I hope you got some laughs and enjoyed the show today. Mike, Steph,
excuse Boykin and his comments. Don't listen to what he has to say. Just excuse him. He doesn't know any better. He's got a lot of evolving to do. We appreciate you coming on. Thanks for listening. Let us know what you want to hear.
Mike, this guy.
He went out because we're gonna tell his wife. His imaginary wife.
He went to go do some cleaning up real quick. Like, hey, if you hear podcasts with me on it, it ain't me. It
ain't me. Yep. It's my twin brother with the same name.
God, this fool.
He ain't coming back.
Give me a second here. This man. I done heard some stuff in my life before. He didn't sign down. I didn't heard some stuff in my life before, but this today was absolute gold. Oh my God.
Loved it. Definitely our opinions only.
Yeah, our opinions only for sure. Like, so don't run down to your job and say you heard Brandon, Mike, or Steph say X, Y, and Z. You know, we are not anybody's professional therapist or coach or anything like that. These are our opinions only. So this is for entertainment purposes only. That's it. So please do not take anything that you've heard here and apply it in your home. We are not going to be responsible.
We do not condone that. Do not do that. Please. If you want your marriage to last, do not listen to Michael Boykin.
Yeah, we'll send Mike all of your complaints.
Gotta put a disclaimer at the bottom of this dang video.
But I don't know where this guy went. I guess he's still having technical difficulties. But thank you guys for listening. We will try to get back. I think we're going to try to do these maybe twice a month if we can. That's our goal, to try to get these out twice a month. And let us know, like I said, the things that you guys want to hear. Again, we'll have this up on our Facebook site, also Spotify and Apple Podcasts, and a couple other places that we're out there. And we'll see. Let me see. I think this is Mike coming on. We'll see if he has any closing remarks before we bring this show to a close. Mike, do you have any?
Sorry, my phone died.
No worries. You got any closing remarks for the people out there?
Hold on 1 second. Let me, please don't down. Yes. All right. Follow me on Instagram, SoulAmazing01.
SoulAmazing01 for Instagram. I think what I'll do, I'll put all our handles for our social media where you can follow us on the Facebook page, so it'll be all available to you guys there. But that is all that we have for this broadcast. Again, thank you guys for listening. We appreciate your support, and we look forward to getting more of these shows out there for you guys. Later.
Bye. Thank you.
Deuces.